Our tail of the tape for this co-main event is brought to you by the United States Air Force Reserve. Bubba Jenkins is 34 years of age, making him 2 years older than Brendan Loughnane. Loughnane is 1 inch taller. A 1 inch reach advantage favors Bubba Jenkins on the arms and 2 inches on the legs for the bad man. Miguel Flores, our co-main event, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening. And it is for the 2022 PFL Featherweight World Championship. Introducing first in the blue corner. He is a wrestler standing at 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 145 pounds with 19 victories, opposite of 5 defeats with 10 wins by stoppage. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada by way of Virginia Beach, he is the number 3 seed, Bubba Jenkins. And now, introducing his opponents in the red corner, he is a striker, standing at 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 144 3/4 pounds. With 24 victories, opposite of 4 defeats, with 13 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Manchester, England, he is the number 4 seed, Brendan Loughnane. And referee in charge, Brian Miner.
Brian Miner is equipped with our ref cam. Brendan Loughnane in the green trunks. Bubba Jenkins in the black and gray. USA versus UK. $1 million on the line in the featherweight division. Bubba in the southpaw stance. Loughnane switching back and forth.
Bubba with a quick level change and entry.
And then the smile. It's like he was toying with him. Like, I see, I can get in there if I want to.
Brendan Loughnane showing a lot of the same footwork and stance switches that we saw in his semifinal against Chris Wade. That can be very confusing to deal with.
I don't think we'll see Bubba Jenkins switch stances as often as Chris Wade does, so we'll see if that affects how much Brendan Loughnane does it.
Well, it's going to be a little bit of a different problem, especially for a guy like Bubba Jenkins who likes to get that lead leg to set up his takedowns.
Exactly. Changes your takedown, what side your head's going to go on, and that can be a big problem for some guys.
Both men going to work on the low legs of the opponent here. Good head movement there from Brendan Loughnane as Jenkins threw a double jab and a 2.
Loughnane very quick with that jab. Both men trying to attack the lead legs. Bubba going very low. He says that was close.
It's close, the bad man says. Never short for showmanship.
None at all.
Nice right hook there by Bubba Jenkins.
Jumped into that right hook and then changed levels and in on the legs. See if he can finish now.
Big moment in the fight here. Can the former Division I national champion get Brendan Loughnane to the ground? Or has the Brit improved his wrestling enough to stay on his feet?
Loughnane in on that split stance so far. See if he can push down on that head of Bubba Jenkins or maybe hit a switch.
Really needed to hook a wizard in with that left arm and he just didn't do it. He's got great enough balance to stay up.
Yeah, and this is going to bode very well for Brendan Loughnane. It's going to give him some confidence and perhaps take away some of the confidence of Bubba Jenkins after this exchange. Jenkins with a nice re-attack here, Randy.
Yeah, the second effort takes a re-shot as Loughnane tries to get away and tries to change the angle. And now with a high single head inside. He's at the knee though, and that's a problem for finishing. He needs to be up at the hip.
Yeah, Brendan kind of using that leg as a frame right now. Let's see if he can limp leg out of it, but Bubba very smart to keep the back of Brendan Loughnane pressed up against the cage.
The right hand of Bubba Jenkins has snuck through just a couple of times with some effective, dirty boxing. You know anything about that, Randy?
Never heard of it.
High kick attempt misses there for Jenkins.
Brendan doing a great job, showing some excellent takedown defense so far. Both men continuing to pepper away at those lead legs.
Already a welt showing on the front of the shin on that lead leg for Bubba Jenkins. Loughnane goes after it again.
Yeah, he's throwing a twin. I don't know about a welt. That's huge. That's a big old bump.
And I think that lead leg kicks are taking its toll on Bubba a little bit. You're seeing him, he's not putting as much weight on that lead right leg.
That's going to make it harder for him when it comes to executing a takedown.
Yeah, he's feeling it. He's definitely not putting as much weight on that lead right leg, guys.
I mean, you can see he's got a calf muscle going out of the front of his shin here.
Yeah, it's already swollen up big time.
Big hematoma on the front of that shin. That lead leg of Bubba Jenkins. It's going to affect his mobility. You see he's changed stance now.
Oh, nice combination by Jenkins. And he smiles about it. He knows that landed solid. Final few seconds of this first round. The right hand to punctuate it. A little smile and a nod. A tough round to score, and as if to prove my point, fighter performance rating, Loughnane got a 42, Bubba Jenkins got a 40.
Wow.
Very, very close margin. Brendan Loughnane, the Brit in the green trunks. Bubba Badman Jenkins, training in Vegas these days. He's in the gray. Maybe a little tiny cut on the bridge of Brendan Loughnane nose as well from the late exchange in the first round. Good combo from Brendan.
That first jab that Bubba Jenkins threw hit Loughnane right on the nose and let his nose open.
That right eye is swelling a little bit, Kenny, and we saw him have problems with it earlier in the season.
Yeah, that's right. Loughnane trying to take full advantage of that. And again, just especially tough when you get a guy who's switching stances all the time.
Moves his head so well, his feet move great. Oh, that was right on that shin.
Low kick to the calf and shin of Bubba Jenkins, and then a sharp jab behind it. Mixing things up. Good head movement there again from Brendan Loughnane.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Loughnane and how he circles so well away from that pressure. If you're a young fighter, he's definitely one guy you want to study. He does such a great job of diffusing that pressure and confusing his opponents.
Not just moving his feet, he's moving his head as well.
Yes.
And if you go back to the early part of Brendan Loughnane season, he got hit hard by Ryoji Kudo. He got dropped by Kudo.
That's when we first saw him use any wrestling. He had to wrestle his way out of that fight.
His second regular season bout was close. He was a big favorite in that one.
Jenkins is now reaching with his punches because he can't put a whole lot of weight on that right leg. That right leg continues to swell.
Can't stand on that front leg. That's going to make it difficult for a whole bunch of things for him. And we're 2 rounds in.
Yeah.
Going to continue to beat that up.
Brendan Loughnane called Bubba Jenkins a 3-round fighter. He's going to try and turn him into a 3-round fighter by taking a leg away.
Oh, he's landing some nice little hammer fists as well.
Bubba trying to capture those hips. He's got him now. Look for the suplex. Loughnane repommeling.
Wow.
Nice job repommeling.
Great defense there by Brendan Loughnane halfway through round number 2. A little slip in the center of the cage.
And ready for a guy like Bubba Jenkins, you know, so much of his game, or any wrestler's game really, is getting that motion when you get in on those legs. And he can't drive off of that leg, it seems, anymore.
Absolutely. And then to have him counter those takedown attempts the way he is, there's a psychological letdown in there.
Yeah, totally. Oh, man, those things are hurting me every time he lands it. He's just going right on the shin. He doesn't even care where he hits. He just wants to hit that lead leg of Jenkins.
You know it's bad when you don't really hear the slap because it's a thudding impact. That's that deep tissue stuff, and there is massive swelling on the front of Bubba Jenkins' shin.
Yeah, and Loughnane did so much of his training in Thailand. You know those guys are kicking bags for hours every single day.
Bags with sand in them. They're hard. Man, that is a giant contusion. I'm not sure I've seen one that big.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's Brendan Loughnane's family.
Brendan was saying he probably has over 100 people from the UK who came to watch him fight tonight.
Almost looks like he's wearing a shin guard.
Yeah. Wow. That is not normal.
Good left hand from Bubba. Just missed with the fall. Right.
Oh!
Jab left hook, and that landed.
Brendan just fighting such a smart fight here. But Bubba Jenkins still dangerous, still fast. That right jab of Bubba Jenkins still pumping.
That's 2 straight rights by Brendan Loughnane.
And with that leg compromised, I wouldn't be surprised to see Brendan Loughnane maybe try to hit a takedown of his own as we go into the deeper round.
Cup check
there in the final 10 seconds or so.
Loughnane tried to deep just as Jenkins stepped in.
That corner. Hey, that corner right here.
Now this is actually interesting because you want to take as much time as possible as we see the replay on the cup check.
Right.
But you don't want to take too much time and let that leg tighten up even more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And you'd think you'd want to be icing that in between rounds, but I don't think you'd ice that because it's going to stiffen up quick.
You ready to go? You got up to 5 minutes. You ready? Yeah. Why don't you take a minute then? Let's fight. You got 5 minutes. You got 5. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you in this corner right here. Let's go.
Brendan Loughnane yelling at Bubba Jenkins, let's go.
Brendan, see that corner right there? Move at him again. Stay right there. Stay there.
The final few seconds of this second round of the possible 5 in the Featherweight Championship. And now they're talking back and forth.
You ready? All right. Brendan, watch the cuff. Back up. Time in. 10 seconds. Fight.
Oh! Big body kick there from Brendan Loughnane.
Loughnane, though, starting to, and I agree with you, Randy, really take advantage of that compromised leg.
Straight to action here in the third round. Bubba Jenkins in the gray trunks, Brendan Loughnane in the green. Co-main event, the 5th of 6 title fights and $1 million on the line for both of these fighters. Take a listen inside Brendan Loughnane's red corner.
There you go, Bob.
Fast hands, Brendan. 1, 2. You can go to the body. Jab off first.
Then follow it up, Brendan.
Jab off and then kick.
Follow it up, bro.
He's missing now.
That was a solid shot by Bubba Jenkins right there.
Yeah, that was well timed.
One minute gone here in round number 3. Bubba got Brendan reacting to the feint and then snapped his head back with a jab. Bubba pressing the action here, having some success in round number 3. Nice combination there from Brendan Loughnane. Bubba lunging with the right hand.
And again, just the heart and determination for Bubba Jenkins to deal with that right leg, just being as compromised as it is.
Get back, jump up.
He's hanging in there, and he's hanging in there very tough.
There's Dewey Cooper in the Jenkins corner.
There's almost a touch of desperation in Bubba Jenkins. He's letting his hands go way more in this round than he has. Changing his leads, being more elusive, level changes, making Brendan Loughnane guess a little.
Oh, and Loughnane attacking the other leg now because of Jenkins' stance switch. He's going to work on that other leg.
Oh.
Loughnane said he worked so hard, and his resting heart rate was at 30 for this camp. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that is insanely low.
Slick move there from Brendan Loughnane as he caught the kick and threw the right hand as he dropped it. But now Bubba Jenkins has landed 2 in a row.
Jenkins doing great work with that right hand. I tell you, whether it's the jab or the cross, whatever it is, that right hand doing a great work, whatever stance he's in.
There it is again. Back and forth they go. 2 minutes remain in the 3rd round. And Brendan Loughnane kept saying, Bubba's only a 3-round fighter. Will we see rounds 4 and 5 in this championship duel?
This has been a beautiful display of mixed martial arts skill from both men. You would have no idea that these guys were friendly for most of the season.
Well, Bubba telegraphed that shot a little bit, but he's in deep. Kind of surprised Brendan's not using a whizzer to pull him up. But what he's been doing has been effective, so why change it now?
Yeah, and I think that might be the last of the attempt from Bubba Jenkins. He's just not able to push off of that leg.
But he does back Brendan up with a double jab.
And all that hard work that he's been putting in on his striking with Dewey Cooper is paying off.
Oh, man. Night and day difference.
Yeah.
Any of the other fights we've seen him in.
As he would be a dead duck if he didn't have this striking on display right now.
Good combination there. Follows it up with that calf kick again, keeping Bubba Jenkins off balance. Brendan Loughnane continuing to attack the leg. Big combo.
Loughnane really finding his distance and range here against Bubba Jenkins. His confidence is increasing, and he's starting to increase the pressure.
He's just hampered the mobility of Bubba Jenkins so much now.
Oh, he's putting it on him now.
Big right hands.
Oh, beautiful body shot. That was nasty.
A couple of knees from Brendan Loughnane. Bubba Jenkins survived these final 20 seconds of the 3rd round.
Man, Jenkins is showing some serious heart here.
Unbelievable.
Looked like Loughnane may have stumbled off of his leg.
Tell you what, he's still explosive. That leg on the button.
He sure is.
A flurry to close it. 3 rounds down. Give me some more, please. 4th round. We're in the championship rounds now. $1 million on the line. 10 minutes potentially to decide it between Bubba Jenkins in the gray trunks and Brendan Loughnane in the green.
And we got to give kudos to the corner of Bubba Jenkins because they've done a great job of dealing with the swelling of that lead right leg on Jenkins. They've been monitoring it very well, putting ice in between rounds, managing the swelling the best that they can.
Absolutely, and swelling that, you can see it spread out.
Yep.
It's not as lumped up as big as it was.
He's still throwing it as a weapon. Bubba Jenkins is as tough as they come.
Imagine the pain he's dealing with right now. Put it in the box, put it to the side. Just keep moving forward.
He's eaten so many shots to that lead leg.
And now he switched his stance.
Oh!
Catches a kick, pursues a takedown here. Hammer fist from Loughnane will not concede anything in this wrestling. Limp legs and steps out, spins away again.
Loughnane's been going to the body with that front kick.
Yeah, he has. He's landed that teep many times in the first 3 rounds.
I'm wondering if he's setting up a high kick off of it.
Another nasty one to the low leg of Bubba's right.
Yeah, you see Jenkins starting to kind of try to parry that leg. His hands are dropping a little bit. And if Loughnane is on that, he's going to go upstairs with it last second, maybe with a question mark kick.
Good left hand there from Bubba Jenkins. Nice combination, finishes with the right hand for Loughnane. Cracks away at that low leg again.
And I think that's been the difference, just the volume from Brendan Loughnane, guys. You know, if Bubba lands 1 or 2, it's Loughnane landing 3 or 4.
That was a nice right on the chin. Oh, right hand.
Oh, that hurt him.
That hurt him bad.
Loughnane jumps on for the kill and pounds away with the right hand.
Oh, these are big right hands.
He lands a knee and that's it. Brendan Loughnane, 2022 PFL Featherweight Champion. Economic Stats Medal brought to you by Geico. Look at the volume. Goodness gracious, 235 strikes, 162 landed for Brendan Loughnane, and 56 kicks. How many of those landed on Bubba Jenkins' shin and calf? Oh, took his lead leg away from him. Spelled the end eventually. Incredible performance. There's your fighter performance rating. A razor thin first round margin. And then Brendan Loughnane started to pull away until he scores the TKO finish with a beautiful combination.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes and 38 seconds of round number 4. For your winner by TKO and your 2022 PFL Featherweight World Champion, Brendan